Hello and welcome back to another video here on the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showcasing 5 useful commands that you will at one point or another need to use in your Minecraft creative world. Now, as a reminder, these commands in this video are for the Java edition of the game, and this was made in 1.16.4. Things may change in the future, I can't predict the future. But with all that out of the way, let's jump straight into things. All of the commands that you see in today's video can be run using the command line, or you can run them using a command block. Our first command is going to allow us to teleport into different dimensions. You can teleport around the overworld using /TP, then your username, and then putting in the coordinates you want to go to. But what if you wanted to teleport to the Nether from the overworld, or from the Nether to the end? Or in any order you wish? Well, this is the command you're going to want to run. So let's say we want to go to the end dimension and there's no portal nearby. Well, we want to run the following command. /execute as followed by your player name. Then we're going to do in, and then you're going to choose your dimension. For me, I'm going to choose the end. After that, we're then going to do run, TP, your player name again, followed by the coordinates you'd like to be teleported to. Now, I'd like to go to the very centre in the end island. I'm not worried about the height, so I'm doing the same height that I am at now. And let's run the command. And you'll see we have turned around and we are here in the end dimension. Now, my end dimension does look very much a mess from all of the testing I've done in here, but that's how you can teleport between dimensions. Now for our second command, I'm going to be showing you how you can run a command at an entity. So in front of us we have a pig, we have a creeper, and we have a villager. And I'm going to show you a few tips and tricks of what you can do with the execute command. So what I want to do is I want to summon a lightning bolt to hit that creeper to make it a charged creeper. Well, how are we going to go about doing that? Instead of putting down a lightning rod if you're in 1.17 and waiting for a thunderstorm, you could just run this command here. /execute at, and then we're going to follow this by @e, and we're going to select an entity. We're then going to bring in one square bracket, and there we're going to put in type equals, and then we can add whatever we want. So we want to choose creeper. We're then going to close with a square bracket, and then we're going to do the run command. Then we can add whatever command we like onto the end of this. I'm going to choose summon, then lightning bolt, followed by tilde. And then let's run the command. And you'll see, there we go, it's summon the lightning bolt at the creeper and nothing else. So here we have the same command again. If I was to get rid of the square brackets just here, we will summon a lightning bolt at every single entity in this world. That was a lot of lightning bolts, and my poor dog got hit. So there we go, that's how you can run commands at different entities. Well, you've made it this far, why not subscribe? It really does help out the channel. Next up, I'm going to show you how you can give yourself more health, and this is done in a very clever way. You may be thinking you could just eat a golden apple and the golden apple will give you 2 extra hearts. But let's say we were to run into some lava, you'll see we lose those hearts and we can't regenerate them. So how are we going to go about giving ourselves extra hearts? Well, we're going to use the /attribute command. After we type /attribute, we're going to follow it by our player name, then Minecraft :generic.max health. After that, we're going to type base, set, and then we get to choose how many hearts we give ourselves. By default, you have 20. If you want less hearts, you could easily set it to 2, and then you've got 1 heart remaining. Every half a heart is worth 1 point. So if you want 2 lines of hearts, you would want 40 value points. And as you can see, that gives us the 20 hearts. You can go crazy with this. Let's say we would type in 1,000. Yeah, okay, we've just given ourselves 50 hearts. You will see I am regenning them, and that is because I've given myself the regeneration effect at a very high level, because you do need to actually generate that health before it acts as a heart. And look at that, there we go, I have 500 hearts. I think I can go for a swim in lava without any protection and without having to worry at all. If you want to return to the regular amount of 10 hearts, then all you need to do is set your base health to 20. Next up, here's one for the builders out there. Now, I know what you're thinking, builders. You haven't shown us anything we can really use yet. Well, here is a good command that you might find very useful when you're making your beautiful builds. What we have here is we have an invisible item frame and an invisible armor stand. Now, this is a really easy way of making them invisible without a need for any data packs. So let's say we want to turn this armor stand here invisible because we don't like the sticks in there and we don't like the base plate. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to stand up close to the armor stand, we're going to look at it, and then we're going to type the following command. Data, merge, entity, and then what you'll see is one of the options here will be a very long string of numbers and letters, and that is what we want to select. Once you've selected that, we're then going to put 2 curly brackets in. And inside of these curly brackets, we're going to type invisible : 1. And then when we type enter, you will see that that armor stand has disappeared. We can still interact with this armor stand. We can take the armor off and put it on. But there we go. That looks so much nicer. And I think we might be able to stand inside. Now, let's say you've accidentally converted the wrong armor stand to invisible and we want it to be visible once again. Well, let's get up the previous command, and in here there's only one thing we need to change. We need to change invisible : 1 to invisible : 0. And there we go, the armor stand will pop back into life and it was as if it had never disappeared. And as you have probably already guessed, the same thing applies with item frames. If you are to select the entity's UUID, that is the long string of numbers and letters, and then add invisible : 1 onto the end, you'll see that that item frame then disappears and there is just an item lying on the floor. And obviously the same applies when you change that to 0. For our last command in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can display the health of an entity in the boss bar. As the Wither and the Ender Dragon have the health boss bar, we can make one of them for whatever entity you like. To do this, we have to run a few separate commands, and the commands are as follows. Firstly, we need to create a boss bar. So to do that, we're going to do /bossbar, add, and then we're going to do health : golem. Following that, we're going to add some speech marks, and in those speech marks, we're going to call it whatever we want. So I'm going to call mine Iron Golem Health. Once we've done that, we can press enter. Next up, we're going to run another boss bar command to display this boss bar on the screen. So to do that, we're going to do /bossbar set, and then we're going to choose the boss bar that we just created, followed by players, and then @A or whoever you wish to see this boss bar. Following that, we're just going to change up the design of our boss bar just a little bit to make it a little bit more personalised. So to do that, we're going to do /bossbar set. We're going to choose our boss bar once again. We can then choose the style, and there are a few different options down here. I'm going to go for style 10. And as you'll see, this adds some notches in the boss bar. Then once again, we can do /bossbar set health golem, and then we can change the colour of it. I'm going to choose mine to be green. And there we go, you'll see that has changed to green. So how are we now going to display the health of the golem in that boss bar? Because currently nothing is being displayed. Well, to do that, we are going to need one command block. So let's place that one command block down and let's go inside. Inside of it, we need to change this to repeating, unconditional, and always active. The command we are going to run is /execute store result boss bar. We're then going to choose our boss bar that we've made, value, run, data, get, entity. This is where we need to get the entity's UUID. Now to get the entity's UUID, we can run a similar command that will give us the option, and then we can copy and paste it. So personally, I'm going to do data, get, entity, and then I'm just going to click on our number down here, and I'm going to use the arrow keys and copy and paste this. So back in our command block, after data get entity, we're then going to paste in the entity's UUID. Following that, we need to put health with a capital H, and that is all you need to do. And what we should see is when we press done, the Iron Golem health bar is going to fill up. There we go, it is filled up to max, and let's see if this works. So what we're going to do is we're going to whack this golem just here, and you'll see the health in tab is going down. And let's get him a little bit more damage. There we go. As you can see, we've got him below half health. If we right click with our iron ingots, you'll see that it is healing up just perfectly. Now this will work for players and entities as well. So there we go, they were my 5 top useful commands in Minecraft Java Edition. Let me know which commands you found the most useful and which commands you have used before. In 2 weeks' time, I'm going to be releasing another top 5 commands video, but it will be Christmassy themed. I would love to hear what your suggestions are for fun Christmassy commands we could make. But that is all the time I have for today's video, so if you have enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.